We're starting standing with the feet hip distance apart, rolling the shoulders back, roll the shoulders forwards. And just relax your hands by the sides of the body. Take a moment to inhale and exhale. Closing your eyes and putting an intention for your practice today. Good. Bring your hands to your heart, open your eyes and bow, saying Namaste. And look towards your feet, spread the toes as you bring your weight towards your heels, and then come onto the balls of your feet. Spread the toes and bring it, and lift the toes, spread them on the floor, bring your heels up. Good, one more. Lovely. Now we're going to continue doing these, but this time we're going to bring the arms up. So combining with the breath, inhaling, bringing the arms up and crossing behind, touching opposite shoulder. Exhale, release. Trying to make it at the same time. Inhale, bring it up. Try to cross the other way. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring it up, touching the shoulders. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring it up. Keep crossing the forearms in a different direction. Exhale, release. Good, one more on each side. So tapping your shoulders. And last one. Opening the chest as you do it. Lovely. Great. Hi, Christina. Inhale, bring your arms up. Hold your right wrist with your left hand and stretch. Look towards your right. So the right wrist with the left hand. Bring it back to center. And change sides. So extend first, then look under your arm. And bring it back to center. One more on each side. Inhale, expand and looking. And change sides. Expand and look. And release. Have your hands by the sides, chin to chest, soften your knees. Roll all the way down towards the floor. More light. All the way down towards the floor. And then rolling up, vertebra by vertebra. And chin to chest, rolling down. You can start bringing in some of the salutations, straightening your back as you come halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, releasing down, rolling towards the floor. Extend the legs, hands onto the shins, flatten your back. Exhale, release. Bring it up. Good, lovely. So we are going to do a little Surya Namaskar, just to warm up the whole body. We're going to do 3. If you know your Surya Namaskar, do your movements with your breath. If you need to follow me, do so. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, belly in and fold forwards. Inhale, hands onto your shins, flatten your back. Exhale, hands by the sides of your feet. Bring your right leg back into runner's lunge, low lunge. Hands onto the floor, plank. Knees onto the floor, keep your belly engaged. Lower down. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, release, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and bring your right foot between your hands. Open your chest, push your back heel away. And bring the back foot forwards. Flat back, exhale. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, left leg back. Take your time. See how you're feeling. And here, if you need to use your blocks underneath your hands, please do to give more room for your body. And bring the leg back into plank. Knees onto the floor, chest over your wrists. Chest and chin goes down. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and bring your left foot between your hands. Open your chest. Lower your hip, push your back heel away. Bring the back foot forwards. Flat back. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. Now we're going to do 2 more stepping or jumping back. So use your own wisdom. If you want to walk, just walk it. If you can jump it, jump it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, flat back, exhale. Step or jump. And knees, chest and chin and lower into chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Step or jump, flat back. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. One more, inhale, exhale. Inhale, flat back, exhale. Step or jump back. Chaturanga, up dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Look towards the hands, lift the heels, bend the knees. Step or jump, flat back. Exhale, inhale, coming up. And exhale, release. Good, shake your arms, shake your legs. Shake it all around. Good. So now we're going to start adding some stuff on our Surya Namaskara B, Sun Salutation B. Have your feet together this time. Shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale, hands towards your heart. Inhale, arms back and up. Utkatasana. Your arms are by the sides of your head. Your tailbone is down. And if this hurts the knees, you can have your hips a little bit higher up. However, make sure that there is a little bit of flexion so that the thigh muscles are starting to work. If your knees are okay and you want to challenge yourselves a little bit, just bring your hips as low as you can without falling over. Inhale here, exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring your right leg back and your left leg back into plank. Lower your knees onto the floor. We're going to do 7 press downs. Engage your abdomen. Your chest is open. And just don't think about it. Go with me. Inhale. And exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale. Exhale. 6. Inhale. Exhale. 7. Inhale. And exhale. Release down onto the floor. And bring your arms in front of you. Breathe deeply. We're going to do a little bit of swimming. So when you're doing swimming, we're going to bring opposite arm and leg up. what is important here is that you are using your abdomen. If your abdomen is not engaged, you're going to be like, ugh, ugh. So you have to contract your abdomen. Your head will be floating. And you start bringing opposite arm and leg up. Believe it or not, this is part of our core exercising. We are moving our back mainly, but our abs are engaged and the back is part of the core because it works as antagonist. That's it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, forehead onto your hands, shake your hips. Good. Now bring your arms in front of you, but shuffle your weight onto the left side of your mat. And roll over, bringing your legs 45 degrees, and bring your head and shoulders up. So your legs are 45 degrees and your hands are by the side. And flex your feet. Pulsate your hands for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your hands behind your back, behind your neck, sorry, and cross your left ankle over your right. And we're going to lift. It's a very small lift. Lift, 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 lift. Last one. And extend and stay there. In this pose, you can flex your feet or feet pointing for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Turn around. Come back onto the mat. Woo! These are the exercises that Peter says that everybody watches, but nobody does. I'm the only one doing it. I hope it's not the case. Bring your hands by the sides of your chest, shoulders back and down. Engage your legs onto the floor. Inhale. Come into cobra. Stretch those abs. Breathe. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Look towards your hands and bring the right foot between your hands. Come into your runner's lunge. Now, here, if this demands too much of your knee, you can make the stance shorter and come into a high lunge. Same for Geraldine, high lunge, not warrior one. If your knee is okay and your lower back is okay, then come into warrior one. Breathe in deeply. You can unite your hands and stretch up. Lower your hip, anchor your back knee. Breathe. 3 more breaths. Take this time to let your abdominal wall expand. Inhale, lift your back heel if you are in warrior one. Release your hands by the sides of the foot. Bring the leg back into down dog. This time, left leg comes up. Look towards the hands and bring the left foot between your hands. Same thing. If you need to protect your knee, make the stance shorter so that both legs are taking the same amount of weight. If you need to protect your lower back, keep the back heel off the floor and come into a high lunge. The full posture will be warrior one, releasing the back heel. So take the option that is best for you. Breathe in deeply. 5 deep breaths here, warrior one. Opening your chest, expanding your abdominal muscles. Relax the shoulders as you do it. Inhale, lift the back heel, hands by the sides of the foot. Bring the leg back into plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, and come into a quick child's pose. We're not going to be there for long. Just have a little catching of breath in here. And then from where you are, lift your head. If you can't see me, you can hold your head or come onto your shins to watch. We're going to use the transverse abdominals. We're going to come into plank and bring opposite elbow to knee, okay? So you have to be strong in your arms, in your wrists as well. If you find that this is too much for your wrists, a nice little trick is to fold your mat so that the heels of the hands are on the edge of folded mat and your fingers are below the heel of the hand. That will give a little bit more support for the wrists. If you find that you can't come from plank across, then you can place your knees onto the floor and come across, but you will have to do it slower. Yeah, so if you come from knees on the floor, there is more risk to kick the floor, so just do it slower. Good. Bring your chest over your wrists, lift your legs, and for 30 seconds, come across and across. I'm watching the clock, so 10 seconds passed. Keep going, coming across. Your upper body doesn't move. It's just your legs that are moving across. 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Whew. Shake your head, not your head. Very good. Inhale. Walk your dog, releasing your heels. And look towards your hands, lift your heels, bend your knees. Step or jump, flat back. Exhale, fold forwards. Bring your feet together, inhale, Utkatasana. And exhale, release. Catch your breath. Inhale, I'm stacking up. Utkatasana. Lift your toes, lower your hips. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, hands onto the floor. Step or jump back into plank. Knees onto the floor. And we're going to go into the forearms and come back up. So right, left, right, left. Keep your abdomen engaged. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Last one on the right, left, right, left. Now change. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. 2 more. Last one. Good. Child's pose. Stretch those arms, let your belly relax. Inhale, look towards your hands and striking cobra and onto your bellies. Striking cobra and lie down. Good. Bring your arms forwards, and this time, instead of doing opposite arm and leg, we're going to do same arm and leg. So your head is still floating. If you find that your shoulders feel a bit compromised, have your arms a bit wider apart, and your legs can also be wider apart. So same arm and leg, lift, lift, lift. Make sure that your abs are working as well as your back. And lift, lift, lift. Anyone would think that it's the summer. I feel so hot. Yes, keep going. Now inhale, engage your abdomen and lift arms and legs and hold. Your gaze is down, hold, hold, hold. Keep holding, keep holding. Feel your glutes working, feel your arms working, your back is working. Keep holding, keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, reach, and 1, relax. And shake, 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 shake. Shake your legs. This time, rock towards the right side of your mat. And then turn around, lying onto the floor. And happy baby. Releasing your spine, releasing the whole of your back onto the floor. Rock side to side. That's it. Good. Now, we're going to bring the legs above the hips and the hands onto the thighs. If you want, come into sitting and you can watch what we're going to be doing. So, whilst one hand and leg are going to be pushing towards each other, the other arm and leg is going to be coming overhead. Okay, so the abdomen is engaged. You don't need to flatten your back against the floor. There will be a little bit of a gap between the floor and the mat, just like in Pilates. Bring your hands onto the thighs, and the shins are parallel to the floor. So, same hand and leg are coming away from each other, whilst the other hand and leg are pushing towards each other. And keep going. For 30 seconds we are doing this. Flex the foot if you want more contraction on the leg. Keep breathing, pushing, and extending. Another 15 seconds. Put all of your might on it. Keep going. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hug your knees. Bring your nose between your knees. And then you can release your abs by coming into a twist. Bringing both knees to one side. Open your arm in the opposite direction. There's no rest for us yet. Change sides. Good. And bring yourselves to center, bringing your right forearm onto the floor, or whichever forearm. If your floor is hard, fold your mat a little bit so that you have more support in there. So you will have two options in here. The more relaxed option is to bend the bottom knee and lift and lower using the support of the leg. The more demanding option is to have your legs one on top of each other and lift and lower. We're only gonna do 5 on each side, so take your time. If you are not sure about this one, start with your leg on the floor. You're going to be using the whole of this side of the body and your arm and your ribs. Mala, this is exactly the area that you had issues with, so go easy on it. Okay, in and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay there. Can you stay up there? Hold it and breathe. And relax, bend both knees and arch towards your bent knees. Mermaid. Shake your head. Good. And we need to do the other side. So bring yourselves to the other side, forearm on the floor. Open your chest. Make sure that you're not slumping in here. Options are shin on the floor so that you have more support, or both legs extended for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stay there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Lift your hip a little bit more. And release. Arch towards your legs. Good. And bring yourselves back to center, coming into your downward facing dog. Walk your dog. And come into plank. You can rest your knees onto the floor and just let, or be on your feet and let your belly release towards the ground. You can sway a little bit just to stretch those abs. And child's pose. Here, if child's pose is painful, then you just rest on the floor. Inhale, lift your head, tuck your toes under, coming up into your downward facing dog. And look towards your hands, lift your heels, bend your knees, step or jump. Flat back, exhale, fall forwards, feet together, inhale, Utkatasana. Chair pose, breathe. And exhale. Release. Good. Now, we're going to do a balancing posture, tree. We're going to use tree afterwards as well. So I want you to observe how, whilst one foot pushes into the standing leg also pushes against the foot. And you don't have to come with the foot very high up on your leg. So you can have the foot onto the shin, or you can have it on the inner thigh, wherever you feel that is most sustainable. Come into your tree. And we're going to relax the gaze and take 10 deep breaths in here. And feel your lower abdomen engaging, your shoulders relaxing. Feel how little muscles on your feet are working and how the foot and the inner thigh or the inner leg pushing against each other. When you've done your 10 breaths, bring your right knee towards your chest and hold onto the big toe with your index finger, middle finger, and thumb. The other hand can be to the side. If this is enough, you stay there. If you can extend the leg, extend the leg. If you need to hold from a wall or a chair or something, you can do that. If available to you, bring the leg to the side. Yes, that's it. Very good, Chantal. Very good. You can also hold underneath the thigh. And bring yourselves back to center. And release. Good. Check. So we're allowed to cheat a little bit on this one. I want you to find that balance. Even if you're holding from a sideboard or a fireplace or whatever, you're still working with your legs. So just make sure that you're not leaning against whatever the support is, but you are using your core muscles to keep you standing tall. So let's try the other side. See where your foot wants to be. If you feel very out of balance, just keep the toes on the floor. That's absolutely fine. Remember, we're doing 10 breaths. So foot onto the inner leg, wherever it is. You don't need to come up to the thigh. You can have it on your calf muscle or on the floor. And what's important is not to push on the knee. Don't push on the knee. And if you were there already for a little bit, oh, we got doggy in front of the camera. Just stay for another few more breaths, trying to soften your gaze and relax the shoulders and have a little smile, and cat as well. Fantastic. And bring your knee in front of you. See if you can hold onto your big toe with your index finger, middle finger, and thumb. You might want to stay with your leg bent. You might want to have your hand underneath your knee. If you can hold onto your big toe and bring the leg out, do that one. Breathe. First we have it in front, and then we'll bring it to the side. That's it. You can hold underneath your thigh. That's perfect. Keep it to the side. That's it, my love. Good. Bring it back to center and release. And shake, shake, shake. Ooh. Good. Now we're going to use this on our flow. Have your feet hip distance apart. Inhale, bring your hands towards your heart. And bring your arms up, baby back bend. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, hands onto your shins and flatten your back. Exhale, hands by the sides of your feet. Bring your right leg back into a low lunge. So I'm going to show you this way. Right leg is back, the left leg is forwards. We're going to bring the hand across and bring the arm to open. Yes, that's it. So if hand across and onto the floor is too much, then you bring the knee, the elbow onto the knee and bring the arm up. And bring your hands onto the floor. So the right leg is back, the left leg is forwards. Twist onto the outer edge of your right foot. Watch for a moment. So your right hand is on the floor, your right foot is twisting, your left foot is also twisting. Maybe this is your plan, But if you can, we're going to come into our tree pose from Vashisthasana, from side plank. If not, legs can be together. And release, hands onto the floor. Lower into Chaturanga, up dog or cobra, down dog. Inhale, look towards your hands, lift your heels, bend your knees. Step or jump towards your hands, flat back. Exhale, fall forwards. Feet are hip distance. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms back and up. Utkatasana. Exhale, fall forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left leg back into a low lunge. So we are doing a side stretch, but across with a twist. So bring the left hand to the outside of your right foot and bring the right hand up. That's it. Breathe deeply. One more breath. And exhale, release. Left hand on the floor. Turn to have the outer edge of the left foot onto the floor. So your options are, option 1, you stay here. Option 2, foot over foot. Option 3, you come into your tree pose. Yes, that's it. Well done, Laura. Yes. One more breath in here. Keep your hips up. And bring your hands onto the floor, coming into plank. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Inhale, look towards your hands. Lift your heels. And jump into seating. Coming into Navasana. We're nearly there, I promise. And I said we were going to have a little bit of a core. So in Navasana, keep your chest open, hands by the side, and we're going to tap away onto the floor. Tap without bending your knees too much, so the legs need to move. Tap, 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 tap. Well done. Can you bring your hands to the side as you tap? Or your hands up as you tap? Last 2, last 1. Extend the legs, lower down. And breathe. 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 And relax. Whew. Good. 30 seconds of constructive relaxation, constructive Shavasana. You can have your knees against each other or your legs along the floor, whichever way feels most relaxing for you. So good. And to feel the power of the body. Core. The core is the belly and the back and the sides muscles. All of it. All of it. Good. And relax your hands by the sides of your hips. We're going to come into shoulder bridge. Just relaxing the abs. If you have had enough with regards to knees or lower back, then get a block underneath your hips and just rest in there. When you come into your bridge, sometimes it can be tough on the knees. So one option is to just have your hips onto a block and let it rest. If you're not resting on a block, then with your inhale, you're expanding upwards, and with your exhale, you're releasing down vertebra by vertebra. Breathe deeply. Good. And we're going to come into a shoulder stand. You can either rock onto your shoulder stand. If you know that your arch is wide enough for you to bring your hands underneath your hips, then kick your legs up from your shoulder bridge. Options are to have the hips at 45 degrees or have your hips onto your block. Let's just bring your legs up. This is an option and it's valid, especially if you feel tired. If you're doing a supported shoulder stand with your hips onto a block, just stay there and ignore what I'm going to instruct next. If your legs are up into your shoulder stand, then bring your right leg overhead and bring it up. Left leg and up. Right leg, bring it up. Left leg and up. Both legs overhead and bring them up. Both legs and bring them up. Last one, and we stay in Halasana. Both legs. And maybe interlace your fingers or rest your hands into the floor. Plow pose, Halasana. And very gently, we're going to come down using the abs and arms as brakes. Lovely. Bring your hands underneath your buttocks, lift your chest, open your chest and release the crown of the head onto the floor. Mathyasana, fish posture. Inhale, lift your head, release your hands from underneath your hips, bring your knees towards your belly. And we're going to bring the legs up towards the sky, shaking the legs. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, needle and thread. Your hands come through your legs and hold onto the left thigh. If you want more, you can extend your left leg, push your right knee with your right hand, hold your left foot with your left hand. Very good. And release. Shake both legs up towards the sky. Change sides. So your left ankle is over your right knee. And you can thread your hands through. You can push your left knee with your left elbow. Maybe if you want a little bit more, bring the hand towards the foot. And the left hand onto the left knee. And release. Release the legs. Feet onto the floor and let your knees sway side to side. And then bring both knees to one side. Stretch your arms overhead. And if you want, you can bring the outer foot onto the inner knee, giving your thigh a little bit more of a stretch. Make sure that you are allowing the left side of the ribs to expand. And release, shake both knees side to side. And the other side. So the side that your knees are moving away from is the side that gets more of a stretch. So you can reach with a hand and feel those abs on the sides of the body really stretching. And bringing yourselves back to center. And bring your forearms underneath your knees. You can interlace your fingers, just sway side to side. And then come into stillness. Release the knees, release the feet onto the floor. Take your time and prepare for Shavasana. So take a blanket or put a pair of socks, whatever you have around, just to help you. It was my turn now, Shita. Help yourselves. Go down onto the floor and release and relax. That's it. And we're not all done yet. We're going to do a bit of breathing, but you're going to do it from a place of relaxation. So your feet can be flat on the floor and your knees bent, especially if you have any discomfort on your lower back. Otherwise, your legs stretch along the floor. And bring both hands onto your belly. That's it. So they don't need to be in the center of the belly. They can be towards the sides of the belly. One on top, one underneath. Whichever way you want to position your hands. What is important to do here is to feel how your ribs expand, how your belly expand with your inhale and how they contract with your exhale. So allow the breath to help your abdomen and your ribs to expand. And then feel the total relaxation as you exhale. Our level of fitness is many times measured by how quickly can we recover from exercising, from aerobic exercise or from strength exercise. So you are the witnesses of your breath. And I'm going to invite you to take a pause between the inhale and the exhale. But only if your breath is now at peace, if your breath is at ease, if you can breathe evenly in and out. If you're still a little bit out of breath, just breathe and witness your breath. If you are able to retain on the whole inhale and then retain on the whole exhale. Good doggy. Now this retention might feel absolutely perfect. If you want to add to this pranayama, just for 3 breaths, I will invite you to split your inhale in 4 phases. So you inhale and pause, inhale and pause, inhale another 25% and pause, inhale 100%, the whole of your lungs are full and pause, and then exhale fully. If you want, you can exhale through your mouth, making a little oh, like if you were blowing through a straw. Inhale and pause. Inhale again and pause. Inhale and pause. When you've done your 4 inhales, hold for a moment and then blow it out through your mouth, like if you were blowing through a little straw. Last one. Inhale and pause. Inhale and pause. Inhale and pause. Last inhale. Hold it. And exhale. You can let your hands rest by the sides of the body. If they are comfortable over your belly, keep them over your belly. Otherwise, let them rest. And feel your body relaxing completely towards the floor. Relax your toes, ankles, knees, hips. Relax your lower back, middle back, upper back, back of your neck, back of your head. Relax your belly and your chest and the heart inside your chest. Feel the wave of relaxation going down through your arms, elbows, forearms, wrists and hands are relaxed. Relax the front of the neck and the back of the neck. And feel the features on your face totally relaxed. And relax your brain. The next few moments, if any thoughts come into your mind, let them pass like clouds in the sky. Go within. And I'm going to bring this session to a close. As you're at home, if you want to remain on your Shavasana, you can stay lying down. If you need to get up, then make sure you have a little stretch. Be kind with yourself. Geraldine, you should bring your knees in, go to the side, so that, yes, so that your back is not too demanded upon. And we're going to do the 3 Oms and Shantis. Inhale to begin. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bring your palms together. Rub your palms. Make your movements a little faster and place your palms over your face. Inhale deeply. Open your eyes to the darkness of your hands. Slide your hands to your chest and bow your heads. Namaste. Well done.